Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege is an FPS game that came out in 2015 and it's the first and only time I have ever called it that. And of course, being a game that has been actively played for close to 7 years now, it has been through a lot of changes. Some for the better, like Operation Health, and some for the worst. Hashtag bring back Ash's ACOG. Situations are the first thing you are likely to play when launching Siege, as it's one of the only things you can play while the game is still downloading. And after completing the situations, you may then decide to move on to the quick play or newcomer playlists, which you might find yourself a bit lost. You will see maps that have the same names from the situations, like House and Hereford, the ones you played in the situations. However, they look nothing alike. As you see, a couple years ago, Ubisoft decided to start remaking maps. As it turns out, all of the maps you play in the situations, apart from 2, have had major reworks. Yet, for whatever reason, they decided not to upgrade the maps in the actual situations, even though I'm pretty sure they have the ability to do so. And also, while playing the situations to get some clips for this video, the situation just didn't work. It didn't spawn the enemies, which is interesting to say the least. Now it is time to move over to the cesspool that is R6 multiplayer. If any game is a spiritual predecessor of MW2 lobbies, I feel Siege is pretty damn close. Siege must have one of the most advanced chatbots on the internet, as I'm pretty sure your average Siege player has found almost every variation on any swear word ever made, to the point where you can't even say the name of certain African countries or rivers without getting a chat ban. And I'm sure this situation is probably a lot worse on consoles, but let's just say also women aren't treated the best in the Siege community. Let's just say, as someone who has played with a woman before, in Siege of course, not in real life, the age of these people tend to skew younger for whatever reason. But you know, I guess that's just the Andrew Tate videos doing his job and getting everyone to hate women. Enough about that, however. Siege also has, in my opinion, one of the more entertaining Pro League, due to the game being a tad bit more advanced than your normal competitive FPS shooter. Siege is also the only game where I would still watch the esports even when I stopped playing it. I feel one of the reasons Siege has been able to stay relevant is due to its Pro League, and if you ever have the time, I'd recommend checking out some clips on YouTube. And also something that Ubisoft does really well here is supporting their competitive teams, as there are Pro League skins you can buy in the game where the money goes directly to the team you're supporting. And on the topic of money, boy oh boy does this game have microtransactions, and boy oh boy am I guilty of buying a lot of them. Obviously you have weapon skins, character uniforms, but of course I feel the peak of this microtransaction is of course in your elite skins, something everyone wants, because A, if you top frag, you get a fancy animation at the end of the game that everyone has to watch, and also they make some of the characters hot, so why won't you buy them? I mean, that's the whole reason Overwatch 2 is popular. They have hot characters. They know their booty physics. That's all I'm gonna say. But at the end of the day, Siege may just be another team-based FPS. You always have a team that make what you believe to be idiotic decisions. That you always run into those situations where you peek an angle twice and get 2 kills from it, and peek it a 3rd time out of your own stupidity and get absolutely domed. You'll have games that make you feel like an absolute gaming god, and the next game you will feel like the biggest copper ever. But Siege just so happens to be the game I pick when I want to end up punching a hole in my desk. And maybe, if you haven't, consider giving it a shot. Anyways, I'm gonna go play some Overwatch 2 for the physics. Peace.